Exactly. Drew Brees fired up. First quarter, first play from scrimmage for the Cardinals. And Tim Hightower, the ground game for the Cardinals.
Nice play by the Arizona Cardinals. Kind of a wake-up call for the New Orleans Saints. You can't just line up in seven-man fronts and expect to stop a good run game like the Cardinals, and it showed there.
70 yards just like that. The Cardinals up 7-0. Meanwhile, Reggie Bush came onto the field holding a baseball bat, bringing the wood. Bush, he brought the wood, he brought some power, and he brought fresh legs.
He did the heavy lumber. He's fresh, and he finished. I mean, he sent a statement with his play. I'm going to finish off my runs.
You see the cutting, something we saw at USC, and then he finds that hole quickly.
And if he can run like this, now you don't know how to play him. He's going to try to bounce outside for the home run or run me over.
This is still the first drive for the Saints. Lionel Hamilton going up the middle. Saints first drive, 10 plays, 72 yards. We're tied at 7. Next possession, Kurt Warner over the middle. Jeremy Irvin fumbles, and where's the ball hop? Number 42, Darren Sharper.
Always around the ball, and this is what the New Orleans Saints are all about on defense. They're going to give up some yards, they're going to give us some plays, but they finish and jar the ball loose. It sets up their offense to do this. That score touchdowns, capitalize opportunities, and this offensive line gives Drew Brees tons of time to let Shockey get down the football field, hobble, doesn't quit on the route. Drew Brees still able to get to him because the offensive line does such a great job.
Brees 3 for 3 in the red zone. The Saints up 14-7. You saw Shockey limping there, but don't worry, you had Reggie Bush, no limping here. Look at that move.
That move he makes after he breaks the tackles is electric as any player in the National Football League, including Chris Johnson. Right here, gets hit, sheds the tackle, and boom, right there, exploding up the field. The energy in his feet, that's what makes him a difference maker in every game he plays in.
46 yards, the longest run in Saints postseason history. Best first quarter in Saints playoff history, and they continued here. Brees, the flea flicker, Devery Henderson on the other end.
And we've shown all these runs so far in the highlight, and it sets up this run action, trickeration, the little flea flicker. He hit the safeties and corners to come up, get involved in the run game, get Devery Henderson behind the defense. All Drew Brees has to do is pump one out there for him to catch for 6.
And then Warner, more trouble for him. Will Smith, how about the hands of Will Smith, the big man? And this is a key play because Warner's down, and here's what happened. This was simply nasty, a nightmare for a quarterback.
I really don't want to watch this again. I mean, this is a bone rattler that McCray puts on Kurt Warner, but it speaks to Kurt Warner's toughness. He comes back in this football game.
He would come back in the second half. Marcus Colston for the touchdown. We're still in the first half. The Saints up 35-14. Third quarter, Cardinals punting, and Reggie Bush is there. And again, the cut and the speed, gone.
And the Cardinals do everything right in this punt. They pin him to the sidelines. They're staying in their lanes for the most part. But Reggie Bush, the fear factor, when he starts going across the football field, they adjust, and then he explodes up the middle of it and turns it into 6.
83 yards, third longest punt return in playoff history. And the Saints are going to the NFC Championship game for the second time in franchise history. They did it in 2006 when they lost in Chicago. Arizona gave up 90 points in its 2 playoff games this season. Bush racks up 217 all-purpose yards, joining Charlie Trippi, that's back in 1947, as the only players in playoff history with rushing and punt return touchdowns in the same game, as the Saints are moving on.